Ever wonder whatever it is that you're trying to consciously co-create into your life is actually ever going to happen? Well, in today's video, I'm going to be going over with you the exact signs to look out for to ensure that your manifestation is just right around the corner. If you desire to create a soulfully led life and business, then you are in the right place, my friend. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button now, as well as the notification bell to ensure that you are notified every single Tuesday when I post a new video. Hello, my name is Aida, and if you're new to my channel, huge welcome. I help women consciously co-create their dream life and business. I'm a certified life coach as well as a mindset mentor, and I've helped hundreds upon hundreds of women just like you live a life of intentionality, and I cannot wait to inspire you just the same. Okay, let's dive into today's topic, which I am super excited about. If you're anything like me, you love to ask the universe for signs, but you may be asking for the signs, receiving the signs, but then actually not really believing in them because you think they're coincidence. So in today's video, I'm gonna go ahead and just debunk that whole coincidence theory of yours and share with you the 7 surefire signs that whatever it is that I'm trying to consciously co-create into my life and call into my life is literally right around the corner. So let's get started. Firstly, if you love these types of videos, make sure that you hang around my channel and peruse a little bit, because these are the types of videos that I create, the topics I like to discuss. If you like this type of video, stick around and binge watch because the stuff's good. The videos are great. The channel's awesome. So stick around. Let's get started. Sign 7. You are seeing synchronicities everywhere. Like everywhere. And what do I mean by synchronicities? Well, a lot of you might think that they're literally patterns. So maybe you're seeing the same things over and over again, or experiencing what feels like deja vu, like you've been somewhere before, you've seen something before, or you keep running into the same person over and over again in what doesn't really seem like it's actually coincidental. A really popular synchronicity is more so numbers. So something that I see almost daily, and my husband thinks that I'm a total crackpot because I literally believe that 1, 2, 3, 4 is my sign. So I'll see 1234 on the clock. I might see that I'm driving on Route 123. I see this at least 2-3 times a day. And so for me, that tends to be my number synchronicity. Now, you might be seeing 1111 or 555, 444. So know and understand that this is absolutely a sign, not a coincidence, that you're on the right path, that you're, headed in the right direction, that whatever it is that you're asking for signs for, if it's important to you, that is what's going to be delivered to you. So by way of example, if you put importance on a specific number and keep seeing it over and over again, well, that's why it's being presented to you, because you personally have attached some sort of symbolic importance to that. So by no means do I believe that synchronicity in numbers is any type of coincidence. To me, it's always verification that I'm on the right path and I'm doing all the right things. So hopefully this isn't resonating with you completely, because if you're seeing those numbers, girl, they're there for a reason. Sign number 6, someone randomly, or in this case, not so randomly, mentions the very thing that you're thinking about. So maybe it's some random song and you get in your car and all of a sudden you turn your radio on and guess what the DJ's talking about or playing for you. Or maybe you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel. Stranger things have happened, right? And your neighbor randomly mentions to you that so-and-so started their own YouTube channel, or have you checked out this vlogger? So start paying attention to whatever it is that you're thinking about. People are mentioning to you, or you're hearing about, or you're seeing. So know and understand that these things are all happening for you. Sign 5, you are purging. So you are literally shedding old friendships, situations, habits, clothing. Know and understand that when you go through this process, while it can feel really painful sometimes, know that it's totally necessary for your up level. So for me, I know when certain things just aren't really jiving with my life anymore or meshing well is because I'm ready for the next level. And I can't really get to the next level or the new thing if I'm still hanging on to the old, right? Things that are no longer serving me for my up level. So start paying attention to those feelings or those urges to get rid of things. It could be as simple as wanting to clean out your closet. For me, that's a huge sign that I'm ready for the next level, right? When I'm trying to just move away from things that are no longer serving me and clearing out my space and energy, which is honestly a very indicative sign that you're ready for the next thing. Sign 4. Things are literally falling apart and breaking apart at the seams. You feel like things just aren't working out no matter what you do, and things are just falling apart completely out of your control. And what I want you to understand is there is always beauty in the breakdown, always. So you might feel like a friendship has fallen apart, a situation, maybe you lost your job at work. Maybe those exact situations needed to happen to kind of give you a good kick in the pants to move you in the right direction. Sometimes we tell the universe, what it is that we desire, but we don't actually take the inspired action, those next steps, right? So maybe that's, breaking apart from a work situation, and maybe, you're laid off or let go. Look for that as a sign of something that's happening for you and not to you. That shift in perspective is huge. Again, there is always beauty in the breakdown. So rather than looking at these situations where things are falling apart, things aren't working out, people are maybe leaving your teams, clients are leaving. Have you guys ever heard of hindsight being 20/20 or dodging a bullet? I know I have in my life. I've been in situations where things just felt like they were falling apart and that they wouldn't get any better. And then I look back on the situation and I'm like, thank God, because that was the best thing that could happen for me. So in these moments that feel really tough, know and understand that these are all situations happening for you. And when you embrace it with that level of gumption and grit and excitement for the next thing, well, then you're going to continue to really evolve in reading your signs and getting better and better at them. Sign 3, you are literally feeling a shift in your mood. You're excited, you're happy, all the ideas are coming to you. You literally feel like you have this burst of energy. I know whenever I'm trying to create something and I want confirmation of things, if I am doing the whatever the inspired action is, and I'm in true alignment and in flow, I am happy, I am excited, I am energetic, I am not procrastinating. That is typically a big sign for me because I have been a major procrastinator in the past. And so I know when I'm in total flow and alignment and I'm excited that I am on the right path. So pay attention to how you're feeling, what your energy level is, because this can be a true indicator that what you're moving towards is exactly what you're supposed to be moving towards too. So really start to pay attention again to your feelings and your level of energy and your excitement, because they are very indicative that you are on the right path. Sign 2, whatever it is that you're trying to call in, you literally see it everywhere. It goes from your mind directly out in front of you in physical form. And what do I mean by that? By way of example, last year when I decided to buy an Audi Q7, I started to see them everywhere. And I've had this discussion with a lot of other friends where when you make the decision to get a car, you literally start to see it everywhere. And it's not because all of a sudden they became more popular when you made the decision to purchase one. They've always been around you, just like these signs, they've always been around you, but it's not until you are consciously aware that you are open to receiving signs that you're actually paying attention. So whatever it is that you're thinking about is actually right in front of you in physical form. Maybe you're thinking about going on vacation to Turks and Caicos and you literally see a commercial about it on TV. Now that commercial has been probably playing for a long period of time, but you never noticed it before, again, because you were not focused on it as a potential sign. So when I see this, like literally what I'm thinking about come into fruition in physical form in front of me, I'm like, yeah, what I want is just basically a stone's throw away. So start paying attention to that, because that is a big indicator that what you want is really there and available for you. Last sign. It's literally in just the knowing it's going to happen. Like you just know, come hell or high water, it's done, it's complete. There are no excuses. There's no reason it's not going to happen. You stop looking for all of the signs from an outer perspective and really start going into yourself knowing, with a knowing that it's complete, that it's done. Anything that I've ever pursued in my life, I've always envisioned and had this feeling, this knowing that it was done, that it was complete, that I didn't have to think about it anymore, that it was as good as done because I'd already felt that it was going to happen, that there was no other possibility because it's done. It's done. What I want, it's done. It's over with. By way of example, one of my other streams of income and revenue is I am a beauty advocate for a company called Beauty Counter. And over the last 5 years that I've been with the company, the last 4, I've earned the incentive trip. Now, this incentive trip isn't what I would call easy by any stretch of the imagination. About less than 1% earns it every year. And so with that said, earning it 4 years in a row is kind of a big deal, but I've never made it a big deal because instinctually, the very first time that I went on one, I was like, well, I'm never not going to miss this again, right? It was in the decision in that moment. And so earning them was just like a checkoff. It wasn't a big deal because I'd already decided. So it's in the decision and the knowing that it's done. That's it. Those are the 7 signs that I use to confirm that whatever it is that I'm trying to create is on its way over to me. And if you've enjoyed today's video, please make sure to give it a big ol' thumbs up like. I also want to make sure I take the opportunity to invite you to join me over in my private Facebook group, the Soulful Boss Society. There are over 1,000 women already in there. I love to pour into that space, provide free training. So make sure that you head on over to the description box because all the information can be found below as well as some free goodies that I've created for you. With that said, I wish you a beautiful day and I will see you next Tuesday.